What's up, guys? It's KingDaddyDMAC, and welcome back to another episode of Feed the Beast. Oh yeah, baby. On the Hermitcraft server, playing with the monster pack. And yeah, getting down to business. How's everybody been doing? I've been getting pretty productive since last episode. Just mostly been mining. Unfortunately, I just died and wiped my entire inventory. So it kind of stinks. A lot of the progress I made went bye-bye. But anyway, I've switched over to some new food. I've been using these magic berries. And I think you can just see that? We just got right here, a blackberry seed. It's been pretty cool from the magical crops. And I think let me show you. Oh, and I completely forgot. I moved into the tree, finally. Enough people wanted to see me here. And again, this is a temporary home. We're going to move back to spawn. Spawn's about almost 400 blocks that way. Not too far. But I don't think we're quite ready to wander out. Made a thing going all the way down. First doing strip mines. All the way down to bedrock. Which is pretty cool. And we've got our first layer. Still pretty just setting up. But got a nice little viewing area of everything. And the reason we had to move in particular is in 1.6.4, which is the version of Minecraft this is in, the mob tracking is just god awful, and it just lags everything out at night. I ended up having to kill that villager that was in that we're trying to save, trying to keep alive. Ended up just killing him because he was lagging out the whole server, having all those zombies every night trying to kill him. Now when we're up here, nobody seems to try and track us or anything like that, so it seems to be a pretty good spot to start. We're definitely going to want to get some like magnum torches that prevents mob spawning pretty soon, but it's a little out of our league. Upgraded a little bit with storage to barrels. Barrels, of course, real easy if you don't know already, and there's a lot of new types. Barrels are part of factorization. So this is all I did was the spruce barrels. Most people know this, just the logs and the little slab. But they've got some other cool ones too. Silky spruce. So I'm not really sure what that does. Maybe you can pick up your stuff that's in the barrel. You can do hopper ones. So you can just put a barrel on top of a machine. It will empty into it. Ooh, larger spruce barrels. So yeah, there's a lot of neat stuff that we're going to have to play with. What's this? Create a bedrock barrel? I don't even know. There's a lot. But anyway, I think first of all, I'm getting pretty full again on all my stuff in my chests. So I think it's about time that we do some upgrading. Let's see here. I'm such a derp. It was right there. All right, so let's see if we can upgrade to larger size chests. I think that does it. Yep. So right here, it's a little misleading. It looks like that would go to a gold chest, but you got to look at the arrow. That's going to upgrade it to an iron chest. Now, hopefully this will work, even though it's a double chest there. Let's see. All right. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. So now we can dump out all this stuff, and we have all this extra space. Yeah. So I've been putting all my ores and everything in the bottom. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that for all these. Let's see how many we need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's do 7 of them. That actually should be just the perfect amount of iron. Yep. Boom. All the upgrades. It's kind of interesting. I didn't know those didn't stack. But let's upgrade all of our chests. Very nice, very nice. And there's also all sorts of new chests in this mod pack, which are cool. But this will be good enough for now. Boom, and last one. Boom. So that has just dramatically increased our storage, which is very nice, very nice. Just dump all that in there. And I'll go through and I'll reorganize things, of course. So next, I want to make, I've been telling you, I've been using these magic berries. They grow into these bushes. I think there's all different types, but this particular one, yeah, we get these blackberries. So pretty cool. Now, it does take a little while to grow. It's kind of like, I guess, like wheat, and there is different stages. But there are different ways to make it grow faster. And that, of course, I'm talking about the watering can. We use this last mod pack a little bit. You got to make a bowl. And bowl, of course, these are all vanilla things. Bowl. So I already got some bowls. So let's do a bowl. Then you got to use a bone meal. And let's look this up. Watering can, where are you? We're going to make the empty one. So empty watering can. Oh, do we have enough? Okay, good. And we have the smooth stone. So there we go. Smooth stone bowl, bone meal. Bam. Maybe. This one always seems to be bugged here. I got to right click there. Okay, so we got our watering can. We only needed one. Awesome. So now it's empty. We got to go fill it up. And of course, I got water right here. Thank you. And now you are a filled watering can. Sweet. So we can replant our seeds. Like so. And I believe what this does is it just speeds up the tick rate. It's a 3x3 area. We should be able to see them. See? We can see them start to grow. So this has been a great way to get food easy. You don't have to cook up the berries. And I believe there's all different types of like ways you can upgrade them as well, which is pretty cool. Let's just see. Upgrade. Yeah, so here if we do those and then this nature essence, you get magic food, and that restores hunger, regenerates health, all sorts of crazy stuff. So even though, you know, you got all these crazy mobs and it's really kind of ridiculous to go out at night, you got all these cool foods and everything that help, you know, have you survive a little bit longer. Now we should probably also make armor. I'm kind of glad that I haven't yet because I would have just lost it when I was mining. Freaking just block lag, lava fell on my head. And it toasted me up. Went for a little swim in lava. And not quite at the point where I can survive that yet. So this is working. We got plenty of food though. I want to see, is this going to work on the sugarcane? Look at that. And the sugarcane even grows faster. And this is what we want right now. Because today we're gonna try, instead of rushing through like I do in a lot of the other ones, we're gonna kind of take our time and play around with the new mods. Not new mods, but mods that I haven't done in my LPs before. So we are going to mess around more with the Tinker's Constructs, I think it is. I'm still kind of newbie at it, so I'm still learning. I've got all the materials. We had said last episode we were going to do a smeltery today, but I don't think we actually quite need that yet. We may. I've got all the materials too. What I'd like to do first is make a better pickaxe. I keep on using these ruby, sapphire, and everything from this new Project Red exploration. And I'm going through it faster than I'm finding new ones. Finding the materials to replace my pickaxes. So we got to find something else that will work decent. So I think, let me see. I have wood. I need some cobblestone. Let me just dump this back out here. Need there. And let's mess with this for a second. So we've got all the different stations. This is the part builder. So I've been using stone rods. I heard that that's not the best thing to do. I should be using wooden rods. So go ahead and do that. And I get a wooden rod and then a stick. Okay. So put that back. Then we'll make the tool binding. That I'm not really sure. I don't think it really matters what you make it out. You can do wood, stone, don't matter. So it gives the base durability, mining speed, mining level, iron. Okay. And there's just all different modifiers. So we have our tool rod, our binding. We get a little bit extra material. Now here, you'd think intuitively you would want to make whatever the best material you have for the pickaxe head. But I'm hearing now that instead of going to make an iron one or something like that, you're better off making it out of cobble. At least to begin with. Now this is because to repair it, you'd use only cobblestone, and that's a pretty easily abundant thing early on. Now, of course, it will cut a little bit faster, and if you have the materials, you can go ahead and upgrade, but we're just going to do it all in stone. So now that we have that, we can go to this table, the tool station, click on the pickaxe, we'll do the head, the binding, and that. Awesome. So we have 3 modifiers remaining. We can upgrade this more. Mining speed iron, mining level iron. Okay. That's pretty cool. So we got our stone pickaxe. That's cool. So that will hopefully be our replacement. Now we have up to 3 different modifiers. They don't have to be added on right from the get-go. But I think we're going to want to put diamond as 1, which I think will upgrade the axe. And only 1 diamond will upgrade it, and I think it will make it mine a little bit faster. Why don't I I'm going to go down because I found some diamonds that's waiting to be mined. Let's go head down and get them. I'm going to cut out for a second just so I can fix up my inventory. So I'll see you guys right back. All right, all cleared out on the inventory. I wanted to do the fast drop with you. Quick way to get down. Woohoo! All right, we got down, and then let's go down to the even lower level. Now, I've been having problems getting too much coal. I go through it so quickly. We probably should do that smeltery so that we can cook stuff up faster. But this is going all the way down to the bedrock. And the bedrock layer in this mod pack uses the flat bedrock, which is pretty cool. Because although I'm using torches for light, I don't really need to worry about torches because mobs don't spawn down here. So it really is just so I can see. So anyway, we got our thing of diamonds here. Why don't we mine that out, get our 1 diamond. Awesome. So now let's head back up. And I found so far 2 different diamond veins. Nothing too fancy, but we're trying to get our way up so that we can get fortune. And that's why I'm not mining those yet. Because of course, we have the potential of getting much more diamonds if we wait. So I'll meet you back up at the top. The one annoying thing about being in a treehouse, it takes forever to get up. All right, so we're back up at the top. Got our diamond. I'm also going to want to get, I think it's 50 redstone. It's either 40 or 50. And then we also need to get a lot more lapis. Now, I haven't got the book that talks about this yet. So actually, maybe I should do that with you guys first. I believe to get the book, it was doing this. Okay, so we got the stencil table. Then getting the book was then with paper. Boom. And I believe it was just like one of these ways. There we go. So we want 2 more of those. I'm pretty sure it will just unlock it to, there we go. But of course you notice you can go like that to get that book and then get the 3rd book. So this way you can get all the books early and just review everything. So let me just see if it talks about the modifiers. Okay, here, tools, guides. So we did all that with the bindings, the shovel heads, all that. Now where is it going to talk about the modifiers? All different tools, battle stuff. Ooh, 3x3 area, excavator head. That's kind of neat. A lot of neat stuff here. Let's see if we can get to the modifier part. Pig iron ingot. That's silly. Okay, adding a diamond to the tool edge seems to make it more resilient. Adds 500 durability, and mining levels increased by 3. Single use, not stackable. Okay. So that we're going to do. Here, emeralds. The weakness point. Okay, so that makes it more resilient. 50% more durability. Mining levels increased by 2. Redstone. Adding redstone to the tool seems to increase its mining speed. So that's cool. Each redstone dust, we'll do it by 0.08. That's a pretty small amount. At 50 out of 50, the boost is a total of 4, making a wooden pickaxe run as fast as an iron. Okay, but we're using a stone, so it's going to go even faster. Attaching moss to it infuses it with longer life, so it gives it regen. That's pretty neat. We don't have any moss yet, though. This tool slowly repairs itself. Now, again, since we're using cobblestone, it's not a big deal. We have that in abundance. Melting lava cave crystals. Huh. Gives it the power of a furnace. Oh, and that's how we get moss. Alright, so that's interesting. Encrusting it with lapis, the gift of the gods, will bring you luck. Oh. Fortune, okay. So yeah, that's where I think we're going for. Let me just see that. Doesn't tell you the amount though. Chance before increase. Okay. And it's not compatible with Silk Touch. So anyway, let's test this out a little bit. We have our 50 lapis. So I think we do it right here. If we try it out, where'd it go? Okay. So we have our pickaxe here. If we then put in a diamond, 2 modifiers remaining, and it went up the mining speed, everything. Okay, so that's cool. Then if we put in 50 redstone, oh, the main way to repair. Okay, so that's the repair slot, I guess. So let's do our diamond part. Awesome. And then let's do the redstone part. Why does that say only 1 out of 50? That's also 1 out of 50. All right, maybe we do it one at a time. So that gave me haste. Can I then add in another one? Oh, do I really have to do it one at a time? Oh no. Oh, wait. Oh, this is going to be frustrating. All right, so 2, 3. Oh. Oh, man. So it really is intended to be stacked on top of each other. Now, I guess it's possible that I could just throw it all in and maybe that's all it needs. I'm just a little paranoid. I don't have the redstone to waste if I could just throw it on and it all works at once. So I don't know. I'm going to, at least for this, go one at a time until we get to 50. But I'll cut back in once this is done. All right, so down to the final 3. I'm going to just try all 3 at once and see if it works. Oh, so it just doesn't take it out. All right, interesting. So perfect. We got 50 out of 50, the diamond, and we have 1 modifier remaining. Now that I'm going to plan for doing with lapis. Just because, and how do you make the tool station? What was that again? Where's your book, Skyla? It's in this one. Let's find the tool, pattern, stencil table, parts crafter, pattern chest, tool station. Okay, so that's easy to make. So that we can probably should carry one around with us while we're mining. But that's pretty freaking cool. So why don't we go test this out? I'm going to throw the books back in here. We'll save them for once we actually look. But again, this tool is so important because we just use stone to repair it. But it's going to have a lot of pretty cool attributes. Get some more paper. All right, so let's head down. And you know what? I'm going to make also another. Actually, I have another stone one. Just so we can compare to see how much it's upgraded by. Plus, it looks sweet. Do I have everything I need? Okay. So I'll meet you down in our little mining well. Alright, I made a new little level out. This one is at 12, so we won't have to worry about lava, but we will have to torch it. So first of all, here's our stone, a normal stone one. Alright. Here is using a ruby pickaxe. So you can see a good amount of difference. The ruby, I believe it's supposed to be as fast as diamond. At least that's what I've been telling you guys. Now let's try our new one that has the speed 50. Alright, it seems like, yeah, it's slightly faster. We can see the durability. It's taken a long time to go down. In fact, it'll tell me what the durability is. So I have 99 left before I have to repair it again. So, I don't even know what that does. So, I'm going to strip mine for a little bit. And once it gets down to about breaking, we'll cut back in. And we'll see about how the repairing works. Gold! Alright guys, so we're down to just 1 hit left. Let's go ahead and make this tool station. Oh, and look at it, changed my book into that. Or it just plopped me down with the book. Okay. So let's throw that up there. And we should be able to repair it. Now, I don't know if you're supposed to wait till it completely breaks or not. Let's just see what happens. So if I throw cobble there, is that going to make another modifier? Nope, but it looks like it does help repair it. Now what if I do it down here? Still not a modifier. And you can see the durability goes up. So I could do it that way and fix it. Now I'm curious if it's, I don't think it's bad if we break it first, but let's just test that. Let's get it down until it's broken. Alright, so it broke. Now I can still mine with it, mind you, but it's going to be wicked slow. It's almost like going by hand. So, it's broken. Stick you back in there. Put in a whole bunch of that. Oh, this is kind of annoying. There's got to be a better way to do this, but it's taking one at a time. But yeah, look at that. We're able to get our pickaxe back to just the way it was. I know, look at that. And all it costed was stone. So if we carry one of these tool stations with us, we can just go on forever and have a pickaxe that lasts forever. That is so freaking cool. So I'm going to take that pickaxe out now, since it's slower anyway. And I'm just going to keep on going. I think we should make ourselves a shovel, though, as well, because that's something else I forgot about. We lost when we died. And I'd like to start adding lapis. Now, I was told it's probably not better to really put lapis on until you have probably about 200. But that's may not be the case, but that's what I was told. And it may be better to do it one at a time. I was thinking so you could get a little bit of fortune. But anyway, I'm going to keep on going. I'm going to try and find some more lapis so that we can upgrade this pick. And then if we have enough time, I think we should put together that smeltery so that we can start to cook up all the nice new ores that we're getting. Alright guys, so it's a few hours later. Been doing a ton of mining and came across lots of stuff that we need to fortune. I haven't put on any of the lapis yet, but right here we have, what, 150, 60, 70, 172. I'm not sure if it's just 100 you need to get to fortune 1 or 200, but we'll find out. Also, badly need a shovel, so I think we're going to go ahead and craft some more of that stuff. So let's go ahead and get... is there anything else that we need in here? No. I think we're good. So let's go ahead. Let's make ourselves first a shovel. We're going to need that guy. We'll do the wooden handle again. So we'll get our stick and our wooden rod. And for the shovel, I believe all we need is that and this. And we're going to do a stone shovel. All right. Thank you. And let's put them together. Let's get our wooden tool rod. Is this the one? No. Shovel. Oh, crap. Alright. Shovel. Boom, boom. Awesome. Then we can go ahead and put a diamond on it. I think, do we go back into this one? Yep. Go back here. No. It was in this one. Oh, I'm wondering now. Maybe we do it like this and then add the diamond. Okay, it just had the pickaxe. So we'll put a diamond modifier on it. All right, cool. And then let's add on some redstone. This is going to be 45 plus 5. That will get it to 50. So let's do that 5 times. And I don't think there's any other modifiers that I'd want on here. So let's see if we can do that same thing again to get even a better modifier on it. Oh, it says 100 out of 100. Is it working up or not? Hold on. Yeah, it says there's no modifiers left. I don't know. Maybe I put too much. Maybe I put too much. I don't know. Let's go ahead for the pickaxe. I think we're going to do the same thing. So let's get out another... And I'd worry about this if I didn't have a lot of redstone, but we've got plenty to waste. Plenty, plenty, plenty. So that, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm doing this all with you guys the first time. We're not going to do this every time for every tool, but at least once. So I think that's everything I need for that. Oh. And I would like to get another diamond, so we'll hold off on that for a second. We had a visitor, by the way, to help you with your cluttered inventory. This is cool, locker. Oh! Oh, and a miner's pack. Sweet! This is from forestry. Let's just look at the recipe real quick. Not really that complicated. I probably should have done this already. String, wool, chest, and that. But this is really neat, because check this out. So when we're mining, I was complaining to him in chat how I was running out of slots. Let's throw out all this stuff. And then watch. Where'd it go? It's not in your inventory, but it's right there. That's pretty cool. Then I can just walk up to a chest. Let's see an empty one. Are there any empty ones? Alright, here's an empty one. I can just shift, right click on it, and look at that, puts it right in. So that's pretty freaking sweet. Alright, so anyway, let's try with 100 at first and see if that's going to be enough. So there. Alright, so that's 100 between these two right here. I'm going to go ahead and, that's fine. So I'd like to make another pickaxe, but I want to add the fortune onto this one. You got to be so very careful though, because if I die and I lose this pickaxe, I'm going to lose, we're going to have to start from scratch again. And this is hours of work just to get this much lapis. So again, let's do the 50 and 50. So we'll go there and there. You can do this in blocks, and it goes possibly faster. In fact, that's what I should have done. Alright, here we go. These are the last two to get us to 100. And notice how it goes from just saying luck, haste, or ability. But then when I go here, fortune 1. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So I don't think I'm going to get higher than that. I will, however, in the future, always, always, always do it like this. Because that took forever doing it one by one. You can do that for redstone as well, of course, because we just showed that. Now, I'd like to make another pickaxe, because I don't really think it's safe for me to carry this guy around all the time. So I think it might be smarter to make another one that's just going to have the haste, and I can keep this in my chest at home. So, anyway, let's go hop down to the bottom, and let's take a look at doing some fortune. Alright guys, more lapis, more lapis. We'll use our fortune 1. Hopefully we'll get a little bit more drops from this. Ooh, that was a pretty good one. And I'm not sure at what point, maybe it's like 200 or 300 that we'll get to fortune 2. I've just been filling this in. We got to get at least one more diamond. Oop, more lapis. Awesome. So hopefully this speeds it up. Oh, it goes in the miner's pack. I was like, where'd it go? Oh, that's awesome. We might have enough to go to the next level now. Alright, let's see. Let's see. And you know, let's try it. Let's try it. Gotta be careful though. We don't want to lose it. Alright, let's go ahead. Let's make another crafting table just so we can do it. All the blocks. And zoop. Zoop. Alright. And let's then throw down this bad boy. Alright, so let's add on another every 5 and 5 is going to make 50. So we don't quite have, no, we got enough to do another 100 easily. In fact, we might have enough to do another 150 easily. Yeah, look at that. Alright, so let's get that added onto our pick. Hopefully we can get to fortune 2. So go boom and boom. Alright, so there's another 150. Still fortune 1. Still fortune 1. Come on, baby. Give me a fortune 2. Oh, did that do it? Did that do it? Nope, still fortune 1. Oh, still fortune 1. Alright. We're getting close, though. Maybe it's 300. That sounds about right. Alright, so let's knock the... We'll bring it with us. We don't want to get caught where we can't repair it. Oh, and I need to make an axe, too. Alright, I know we got some diamonds down here. Ooh, emeralds. So we're going to hold off on those. We don't need emeralds yet. Alright, here we go. It's just one diamond. That's all we need. Ooh, nice! So that was definitely a benefit. So Fortune 1, we have the chance of getting one more diamond, which we got. Let's throw this down, and then let's take our old pick. All right, let's throw that diamond on for the 1 modifier. And then let's do this redstone. So I really want to see, it says 50 is the max, but can we do it twice to make it go faster? Oh yeah, we can. You can see because it's out of 100. Awesome. So hopefully this is going to be cutting a lot faster now. Feels a little faster, but yeah, I got diamonds out the wazoo. Alright, so I'm going to go throw this fortune pick somewhere safe, because I do not want to die and lose it. And I'll cut back in for a little bit more. We'll see if we get to the smeltery. Not positive, still not something we need quite yet, but we'll be right back. Alright guys, so real happy. Got a whole bunch more lapis. I think we should be able to get it up to at least Fortune 2. This pickaxe is so freaking expensive. I could not imagine how badly I'd rage. So anyway, we're at 255, so here's 45 more. This should get us to 300. Alright, still Fortune 1, and this should do it. Fortune 2. Sweet. So now we need, what do we need? 150 more. We'll have our Fortune 3, and we can finally put this to bed. Watch me die. But anyway, guys, I think that's going to about do it. I just went through and looked at the timer, and we have gone already a whole 50 minutes. So I think we're going to have to, I hate to say it, pick up next time. We'll get to the smeltery, and we're going to be able to use that. I want to try and keep to this mod tree, at least for the next episode or 2. But once we have Fortune, it's not too important. We probably should also make some swords and stuff of that such. But I think we're going to say goodbye, and for real, we'll get into the smeltery next episode. Don't forget to like the episode if you enjoyed it. It helps me out oh so much. And yeah, have a great weekend, guys. And peace out. Oh, this sexy pic. I love it.